Thanks guys for checking out my channel, Sophia and Life. And back due to popular demand is
Josh. Nice to see you guys. Follow me, GOATX10 on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you.
Hey, well, his mom had to bring him back because today I want to talk about a subject on sports. And you know, once upon a time while Josh was growing up, I introduced him to basketball and football. I don't think too much baseball. I don't think I was too much into baseball or that type of sport, but I drifted. I drifted away from it. But the reason I'm here today is I want to talk about this protest that's going on with the national anthem. I'm upset. I'm upset because I feel like a protest that started with Colin Kaepernick has been hijacked. And I don't think it's right. I think a lot of people have been fake over the weekend and are pretending to pick up from where Colin left off with the protest, but in actuality, they're using it for their own attention. And I got a problem with that one.
Yeah. I mean, today we've seen, well, all right, this past Sunday, for example, Ray Lewis, the Hall of Fame former linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, he knelt on both knees, locked arms, had his shades on, his Armani-looking suit. People assumed that he was protesting at the time, like most of the league had decided to do on Sunday because of President Donald Trump's comments. And then today he comes out after 25...
Did you just say president?
Well, the person in the White House. Anyway, he after 25,000 signatures were signed to remove his statue from in front of the Baltimore Ravens stadium, he comes out and he says, "Oh, well, you know, I wasn't really protesting. I was praying to God because it's a very chaotic time." Blah 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 blah. Whoop-de whoop-de whoop. We seen it with the Dallas Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones decides that he's going to make the decision for his team, and that instead of kneeling during the national anthem, they're all going to lock arms together, take a knee, get the pictures in the media and the press right, and then they're going to stand up together and lock arms for the national anthem.
Now, that's why I say they hijacked it, because of the fact that most of the pictures that I saw, there were a lot of the players that were standing with their arms locked, not like Colin with the knee bent.
Well, my biggest thing is the situation that has perspired into the NFL protests aren't even really about what the protest was actually about anymore.
No.
What it has become is the right to stand or the right to kneel,
yes,
which was never the intentions of the former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick. His intentions was to protest and to bring awareness to the issue that is plaguing minority communities, which is people of color being brutalized by police and mass incarceration
and getting
poverty
a paycheck
levels,
and being put on paid leave while they're
after you've killed somebody,
investigating. And then it's just, it's a cycle. It's like that was the true meaning, like you said, why Colin started his protest. He got tired of seeing cops, what he felt, murdering individuals and then getting put on paid leave. And then, we turn around and unfortunately we see time and time again, once they do prosecute these individuals, they get off. And looking at the way that a lot of these players in the NFL have conducted themselves over the weekend, it's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put it out there. It is the most disgusting thing that I have seen in a long time. And the reason that I say that it's fake. It is fake. The reason that I say that it's fake is because if these individuals actually believed in what the protests with taking the knee symbolized, they would have done it a long time ago. You have like what, a handful of players who have actually taken the knee with Colin and right after Colin.
But I mean, at the same time, the person who started this message, the person who started to kneel, the person who started to protest against police brutality, that guy's still not in the league.
What?
Colin Kaepernick's not playing NFL football.
Hold up.
He's still not in the league.
So they had a protest on Sunday, and Colin didn't get his job back on Monday?
No. Well, I mean, there are... Make no mistake about it. I think they say there's about 400 players in the NFL. Mm-hmm. There's no way that there are 400 NFL players better than Colin Kaepernick. Matter of fact, there are 32 starting quarterbacks in the National Football League.
Okay, so
and
why is
half of those players are not better than Colin Kaepernick.
I'm gonna say
why is he not playing?
Yeah, no,
because of the real reason.
Why is he unemployed then?
Well, I'm gonna explain to you why he's unemployed.
Okay, let's get to it.
Because the media
the media sit up for this one.
And the National Football League and even the President of the United States, I know you don't like to hear it.
The divider of the United States? Or the divider
all of them have found a way to make this protest about something else and not addressing at all the issue that was first brought to the forefront. And they will never have Colin. I'm highly doubtful that Colin Kaepernick will play this year because the NFL and the media feels like he's the one who started this mess in the first place. We wouldn't be talking about this if Colin Kaepernick, we wouldn't have to spin it if Colin Kaepernick didn't start this mess in the first place.
But to be honest with you,
that is the reason that he's out of a job. It's not because he's not talented. It's not because last year he was on a terrible team and he still was able to put up good numbers. Throwing 16 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions on a team that is considered the worst team in all of national football.
But to be honest with you, you bring up the news. I call it, before I didn't agree with it, but some things you do have to say the fake news because of the fact that... Is that the
one thing that you agree with?
That's the one thing that I agree with.
Fake news? Okay.
Fake news. Those who helped to get him into office and those who pretend like they didn't and now they're so surprised. And me... Hold on.
I got to back you up on that. You just mentioned who...
You just bet me?
I'm going to back it up. Gonna back it up. We're going to back it up. We're going to back... All right.
Okay, we back.
So here's what I'm saying. You just mentioned about people donating to the person who's now the president of the United States. You got Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys owner. You got Robert Kraft. Check that one off. Patriots, 5-time, Super Bowl winning team. He's the owner of that.
Yeah.
I believe I'm saying his name right. Shahid Khan. Jacksonville Jaguars, self-proclaimed Muslim.
Are these the same individuals that I saw either standing arm to arm or kneeling?
Locked. Well,
they gave him money.
Most of those players, they donated to him. Okay. But they were totally intolerable that he called NFL players sons of B words, but they're not intolerable about the Muslim man or intolerable about the discrimination against Mexican Americans in the Southwest. You got undercover ICE agents walking up to American citizens, people who are of Mexican descent, and asking them for legal documentation. That's a problem. Go ahead.
Now, the whole thing about it that I've taught my kids, and you can either agree with this or not, is you are the company that you keep. And you're not going to tell me that you eat with Donald Trump,
That hurt you, didn't it? Okay,
I'm back. So, you do all of these different things. You're friends with him. You admire him so much that, because you know what? I'm not going to give you $5 if I don't like you. So, there's something about you that I like that it makes me give you money. And all of a sudden, when he tells you you need to fire your players, which in actuality is your product, just saying, you're upset.
You don't have football without the players.
You're offended. You just don't understand why he would say those things. You know your friend. If you've donated to him, and from what I've seen, they weren't small $20 checks. You know his viewpoint. So let's not act surprised. Let's not act brand new. The reason you were upset is he put you basically on blast. He put you in a position, in a box where it forced you to have to come out, correct? And let people know what your viewpoint really is.
You know what, Ma, to tell you, when I hear you talking about it now, maybe you should just sit back and allow this president to continue to make America great again. Because it sounds like
hasn't he been doing a great job?
He's accomplishing it one tweet at a time.
And don't you imagine those tweets even get better and more aggressive when the media starts to press the issue of Russia? It's kind of like he's been trained, have you ever watched it in those reality type of shows? You know how they're trained to control. Yeah, I know, son, but they're kind of trained on how to get that attention from the media. It's an art. And if I didn't know any better, I would think that he had some type of training in the reality world, because whenever the issue goes back,
he was a reality star. Correct. You didn't know? This is your first time hearing about it? Yeah. There was some show.
If the owners can pretend that they don't know about him, I can pretend too.
But all right. At the end of the day, I believe I heard through the media, and take this as you want because it was from the media. But that he's known Robert Kraft for roughly about 30 years. So like you said, Patriots owner. So you have this longtime friend, someone that you said that you went to, and I'm talking about Robert Kraft, someone that you said that you went to after the passing of your wife and was there for you and helped to console you.
Or Jerry Jones that you now say you spoke to and everything's all good. I'm sure it is. Wasn't he the individual who actually had his players?
But that's why it's a fake protest.
Before the
Dallas Cowboys executed a fake for press protest. There is no reason for you to take pictures of yourself kneeling before the national anthem, then to stand for the national anthem, but then at the same time not mention any of the issues that were supposed to be brought up from the protest. None of the issues. Not police brutality, not the wage gap between African Americans and Mexican Americans compared to others in our society, not the mass incarceration gap.
But again, to the people, you wonder if you are in the position of being in media, why you have been labeled with people who produce fake news. Instead of focusing on the fact that these athletes are taking the knee and holding it against wrapping it up as it's about the flag. If you educate people on what was the true meaning or is the true reason for it, like you said, police brutality.
That was the biggest one, really. That was the biggest one because Colin Kaepernick articulated. And you know what's funny? I believe the Washington State University head football coach just was interviewed today and said that he doesn't understand why these players are protesting and why they're protesting the flag, and that he feels that they should do a better job of articulating exactly what it is that they're protesting. Hey guys, you just got rid of you're not signing the one guy who was able to articulate it the best.
If Colin is not employed, I really don't understand what is the meaning behind all of this. Stop diverting issues and throwing out topics just to inflame different people of different races to get the issues off of what's actually going on. Do
you believe that's what they're doing? That they're
I don't say
media?
They. I say that reality individual. Yeah, of course.
Do you think it's just him though?
For whatever reason, the media can't walk and chew gum at the same time. They can't discuss two issues. It's either Russia all day, or it's players who are kneeling for the If you, like I said, if you've been trained on how to change the narrative of the story that's out there, you know what to do to get them off of you, and that's exactly what was done. For somebody who is a leader of the free world to say that a player's mother is a bee, that says a lot about that individual. If that had been the former president, I could say his name, President Barack Obama.
Say his name, man.
Guess what they would have done to him? But he held himself with class, and so did his wife, Michelle Obama.
Are you trying to put her name out there for 2020? Is that what you're doing?
Come back.
If you run as vice president, Michelle Obama might actually, she might actually run.
I'm sorry, I lost my way there just for a minute.
But anyway.
But listen, guys, I want to thank you for, again, tuning into the channel. And
What's the channel?
Sophia and Life.
I couldn't hear it. I couldn't.
Sophia and Life.
Huh.
Life. My life. So, again, always leave comments at the bottom. If I don't appreciate them, I'm just going to delete them because, hey, I'm petty like that. I really don't care. So, for those of you who like to say negative things, delete. Delete. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
We block your negativity.
But if you want me to think, give me, like I said, I love looking at the comments, and I love, getting new ideas, new perspective.
Absolutely.
Joshua and I, we share what we feel. Let's hear what you have to say. I tried not to cut him off as much as I did before to some of you ladies who only wanted to hear Josh. He has a channel, and you can check that channel out. What is that channel?
That channel is GOATX10. Once again, that is GOAT times 10. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube. We are out.
Please go follow him and stop complaining to his mother that he don't have enough camera time and he can't speak a lot. Because this.
Did they say I didn't have enough camera?
This is
Matter
my
of fact,
channel.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me.
He's a.
Let me.
Hello.
We'll see you next time, guys. Thank you.